Helluva Boss just dropped their Black Friday merch line, but is supporting your favorite online free content provider worth your hard-earned money?
Yes.
Fuck!
Yo, Adam, where'd you get that sick shirt, bro?
I'm glad you asked, Mitch. I got it from today's sponsor, Raid Shadowland. Holy shitballs, it's Black Friday.
The correct term is African American Friday.
Oh! It might be Black Friday, but I'm feeling no darkness in my soul because Vivziepop just dropped a whole fuck ton of new merch.
So I saw this drop that they posted on their YouTube channel, and I have to say, and I have to ask, what have these pins got to offer us that we haven't seen before from Vivziepop? So that is why we are taking all of these unique 25 or 26, whatever the fucking number is, chibi designs and ranking them from the ones that you should not waste your money on, the ones that you should consider purchasing, the ones you should absolutely cop, and the golden tier, the ones you should clap.
Let's do it. Another competitive waifu.
We have Nifty pin, and in my opinion, we're starting off strong with this one, because let's get a little blown up look at this. But
Oh, look at her.
look at how freaking cute this little pin is right here.
She's kawaii as fuck.
I mean, I think that in my opinion, this is one that you should cop.
I completely agree. I think that's a cop pin.
Yeah, easy cop.
What I love about it is that it's like Nifty's already kind of a chibi character to begin with.
Yeah, she is.
But like they made her even more cute. Like it's great.
So our next one, we're gonna go look at our boy Husk here, and honestly, like, I mean, even without blowing this one up, I think this one's kind of just fine.
I like the facial expression
Yeah,
more than anything.
He's got a very in-character facial expression. They did a pretty good job with the details, you know, letting them kind of come through without taking away from the outline and the silhouette of the pin. You can still tell it's him. I would consider it. I think it's good.
Oh, for sure. I think that's a consider.
Easy.
Oh, look at him.
I think the most important thing that we have to ask ourselves when looking at chibi art styles in particular is how much justice does it do to the original design of the character?
For sure.
And I absolutely think it does.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think for me, Fat Nuggets is a cop.
He's a good cop, indeed. Unlike the ones in the United States. Oh.
Anyway, moving forward.
Well, he is a pig!
We have Spider Boy next.
Oh, sexy spiders, and you know what? I mean, if there was ever something that lent itself to the chibi art style, I think it would be this wink that he's delivering to us right here. Let's get a closer look on that one.
Oh,
There
look
it
at
is.
him.
Yeah, see, look at how fucking cute this is.
Yeah, that's a really good. Again, I think where they win in the pins is the facial expressions.
Indeed.
Because of course we're all there for the hot saucy outfits, but I mean it's in that adorable little face that you're like that's won my heart.
Anybody can do big head, little body, but once you start making the faces all kawaii and shiny anime eyes, I mean, that's where you win us over. If you're feeling a certain type of way about Angel Dust, that's a clap. For me personally, I'd put him in a cop, but I would say he's like one of the best cops. What do you think?
I'd put him in a high cop.
High cop.
Yeah.
What? Chibi Alastor. I don't really know how I'm feeling about the chibi eyes on Alastor, to be honest with you.
I was just gonna say, we were just talking about the faces, and the face on this one, I'm not as crazy about. I love the tiny little version of his like entire red drip, and like it's a good look, but I'm not in love with this one as much. I think there's better Alastor pins out there. So is it worth my money to buy? No. They're all worth it to somebody. This is our specific would we buy, would we not buy.
I think
So-
this is more like, is there a better pin on the site that I could purchase with my money instead? And I think
sure.
in Alastor's case, absolutely.
Yeah.
I
So-
personally just don't think the chibi works as well for him. Octavia, I don't know how I feel about the owl's designs either in chibi form. I think we got to get a closer look at this one because I don't know how I'm feeling. I definitely think they got her proportions right for it to be like a chibi character, but I don't know, something about it, like, because the whole thing about the owl family is that they're very like tall and gangly, but that just kind of doesn't translate into this style. And I don't know, with Octavia, it's just I would maybe consider it, but there are so many other like cute like little Octavia pins on the store that you could purchase. So I I mean, I don't know personally. What do you think?
That's how I feel like there are better Octavia pins. This is not one of her best, so I would put it in not consider. The Stolas one I like better than the Octavia one. I think just outfit-wise, and they really got the like upper eyebrow eyes really nicely on there. For me, I'm putting this one in a consider. I like it a lot more than the Octavia one. But I agree with you that I think the chibi style doesn't work as well for the owl demons.
Yeah. He's got a nice pose going on. It is very Stolas, but if you can't make the facial expressions all kawaii, which is again something that's very limited by birds.
Yeah.
It's you're not going to get the full effect. So I agree. I will say I would consider this one.
Yeah.
See now this is something I can kind of get behind as far as chibi stuff goes. Moxxie, just look at him. Look at how fucking like angry he is.
Yeah.
He really is that picture of that kitten turning his back to you and being like, no, I'm going to stand up for myself and have a character arc that spans an entire 3 episodes.
Yeah, he's a saucy little guy in this one. I really dig it. It's simple. It looks good. I'd put that in a low cop.
Your waifu? How does she hold up?
Millie. The thing with Millie is any Millie pin, it for me is an immediate cop, usually. This chibi one I wasn't in love with just because of how many good fucking pins Millie has. That's just, from my personal preference. But this one I didn't love as much. So I would put this one in a consider. But unfortunately, I got to put Millie in something lower than a god tier for once.
Wow.
But I think it's just the pin design. I think there's just better Millie pins out there to for your money.
I would definitely put this on the highest end of consider possible because she definitely has like her cutesy aesthetic is really emphasized in the chibi pin.
Oh,
she's
sure.
definitely got the whole like hand-holdy sweetheart thing going on. Her character gets across really well. But yeah, I agree. There's a ton of like really quality designed clappable Millie pins out there. Little Octavia. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is cute.
I love this one way more than any of the other owl ones.
Easily.
Like, that one might have to be a clap tier, to be completely honest.
Yes.
I fucking love this pin.
That's the first clap of the evening. Human Verosika. So normally I really fuck with the Human Verosika merch, but I gotta say that they really, it seems like they went way too overboard with the shaders on her skin tone here. Because you see her in the episode, and then you see her here, and they were like, all right, take that color, and then decrease the brightness by like 50%. My best girl deserves all the love and respect that Blitz didn't give her.
Sure.
And I don't think this pin does her justice, personally.
Yeah, I can get down with that.
Yeah, I would put it in a high consider, but
okay.
I wouldn't put it in the other.
That's fair.
The Serpentious one, all right. We gotta pull this one up, because this one fucking weirds me out, bro. You ready? Oh! Dude, for a character who has so many eyes incorporated into his design, the one thing you do not want to fuck up and put into the Uncanny Valley is the eyes. And that is exactly what they did. I don't like it. I'm not a fan.
You know what's funny is I fucking love this one.
Are you fucking serious with me?
It might just be the it just cracks me up. I think is what makes me love it so much, is it's just so not him that I fucking love it. But okay, I mean, I will. Okay. So just, I know you have more of an affinity for Serpentious, so I will allow you to place this where you deem it best.
Well, I guess that's the question is, do we think it's objectively good?
I would put it the lowest consider that you can.
I think that's okay. Human Loona, I you know what? Definitely not. I'll just go right out and say, as far as Human Loona pins go, I mean, I'm just gonna say there's some fucking good ones. This one, I kind of like, actually, now that I'm looking at it closer, I kind of like the almost like Powerpuff Girls style that they gave her. She looks really bashful and she looks really cute. I mean, I would say that it's a good one.
This is immediately going in my clap tier, to be completely honest.
Ain't no problem.
I fucking love it.
Ain't no problem with that.
And for all the reasons that you mentioned, the face I really dig. It like fits her persona a lot. It's just a good overall pin. I dig this one. It's going clap tier.
Speaking of Loona, all right, so I gotta get the zoom in on this one again, because look at that smug fucking face on this one and tell me that this isn't the best goddamn pin in the entire set. This is my absolute favorite just because of how they did her fucking face. It's so good.
I completely agree. Pop her in front of
Pop her in front of even human Loona. That's it right there, man.
Yeah.
That's
Look at that.
Vortex, on the other hand, I mean, I feel like he's aight.
I'll say this. I would put him in a high-ish consider.
Oh, okay.
I dig him.
I agree.
I would put it lower than our girls, obviously.
I would put it above Verosika, to be honest, I think.
Oh, you think?
Yeah. It is a bit more questionable to make the buff guy the chibi guy, but at the same time, I do think they did his design more justice than Verosika.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a Vortex fan or not is going to be the big deciding factor in whether you cop or drop, you know? That was good. That's what I should have called that bottom tier. God.
Fizzarolli.
All right, so I want to just come clean on this, but since they introduced us to, at the time of this recording, the most recent episode, they introduced us to the real Fizzarolli. I'm a little bit disappointed that they're still pushing RoboFizz merch, and there is not a single piece of Real Fizz merch on the site. Because I like Real Fizz infinitely more than I like the robot duplicate.
That's not Real Fizz, right?
No, that's RoboFizz.
Huh.
You just went through all the trouble of, like, redesigning the character for, like, his grand real appearance, and then you're like, oh, I still gonna do RoboFizz merch. You know, you can't buy Fizzarolli unless you're Asmodeus, apparently. Which, to be fair, he could buy me too. Oh! But
I dig it.
It's cute. I will begrudgingly admit.
I'll meet you on consider. This one's colorful and fun. And it's a cute little chibi design.
You know, I'm willing to put this on the low end of cop, to be honest.
Okay.
Because again, like Fizzarolli, his design is just great from any standpoint. It's just me personally being bitter that they didn't give us like the real Fizz design, which I think works just a little bit better than the RoboFizz design. Yeah. But hey, that's showbiz, baby. So we move on and we live another day. Oh, it's our boy Daryl.
I'm gonna come out and say it. I fucking hate this pin, Mitch.
Really?
He has such a menacing design. This kind of medium doesn't work for his kind of design. I don't fuck with it, like, in the slightest. I like the outfit and I like the guns. Again, the color scheme, I dig. It's all from neck up. I just don't fucking dig it at all. I think there's so many cool Striker pins out there and a lot of cool merch of his. This is not one of them.
Not to plug the other merch, but have you seen like the changing Striker pin? Like that holographic one?
Yeah.
That one looks really fucking cool. Like that's a great Striker merch. This one, I mean, I'd put it on the lowest as well now that I'm looking at it more.
I agree. I think it's my least favorite one in the entire bit.
This one's cute.
I love this one.
I
love the Sally Mae pin.
Yeah.
That's adorable. It's a really good looking pin. It's really cute. I like the scar. Color scheme again, I really dig. Cute ass fucking pin. I'd put this in a cop.
They kept it true to her. You know, she's doing the whole sassy hair poof thing. She's a diva, but you know, she's also, they kept her eyes with the whole scar, and they also, I don't know, I think they just actually really captured the shape of the character's eyes really well in this one too.
Oh,
so,
for sure. She's adorable.
This is a great design pin, and I think they really did the character justice. That's an easy cop.
That's an easy cop.
The Stella pin. So, this one actually kind of surprised me, because looking at it, I don't like Stella. Because, you know, whether or not she's in the right for wanting to kill her cheating husband, we still love Stolas and are led to love Stolas through the whole show, so I don't really give a fuck about this lady. But I gotta say that as far as the owl pins, for me personally, I think that this is the best of at least the adult ones. You know, because I think they really did her whole, like, elegance and her gold design. They did a decent job with it on this chibi pin.
I've never wanted to have coitus with a small metal pin more than I do with Stella and her childbirthing hips, bro. Holy fucking shit. This is one of my favorite pins. When I saw this pin, horniness aside, it's a good look. It's a good pin, and I really like the design. I like the front, like, faced forward, sort of almost like nun look.
Yeah.
It's a good pin, and I fuck with it a lot. This is going in clap tier for me, without a doubt.
Fucking should. I put that over Octavia, honestly.
Without a doubt.
So we've never seen Stella without the big poofy ball gown. We think she's thick?
thick as a bowl of oatmeal, Mitch. Like, I dig that.
I mean, yeah.
It's a groovy little look.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Valentino's character design obviously is good, but for me, like, I don't know. I think this is kind of with the Striker thing. Like, even though he's a goofy, like, heart spider pimp, like, he has an air of menace to him that gets a little bit lost with the whole chibi making their mouths big and their eyes big. You know,
I didn't like the mouth. I'll say that.
Yeah, I don't like the mouth.
Mouth is my least favorite part. I'd put it at a low consider.
Yeah. I like his pose. I like what he's got going on with this, but I would, low consider. You know, there's few pins I think that are not worth.
Vaggie. What do you think?
So, I actually really dig her facial expression here. It invokes like I don't know if I want to say like Super Meat Boy art style, but like kind of like a Newgrounds type of animation is what I get when I see this face. Again, it's very in character for her.
When I first saw this, I was like, I really hate it because like the thing with Vaggie is that like all of her features are really sharp. And like that's something about her character design that I really like, because it also fits her personality. She's very sharp and stark, and you know. Yeah. But I will say, looking at it up close, and giving it another chance, it invokes like the anime nerd in me, where it's like they're like kind of uncomfortable, and their face gets really like not cool in anime anymore. Like it gets just very like just deadpan, and I really fuck with it now that I look at it. It looks good, and I would put this, if not a high consider, I'd put it at a low cop.
All right, so Verosika, Demon Verosika. I mean, yeah, it's her. It sure is. I don't know. I think it's but again, better Verosika pins out there in my opinion. I'm in this same, but it invokes the same feelings that I have for the Millie pin. Yeah.
So, you know, that's where I stand with it.
Spiritually, in my mind, Verosika and Millie are like occupying the same physical space here.
I agree.
But for the purposes of this, I do think this Millie pin's a little bit better. I think, you know, a Verosika pin just isn't the same without her fuck me eyes, you know? It's just like Jin from Avatar. You gotta have the fuck me eyes, and it's just instantly the sexual tension is just tripled.
I couldn't agree more.
Couldn't agree more. I think they're missing an important feature in this design, but I think it's okay. We've only got a few left, and we're gonna finish off strong. I also just realized we forgot the Vox pin. Neon Alastor.
I love it. I fucking love it. For me, it's the colors. Yeah. It just looks fun and cool. And I like it a lot more than the other Alastor pin. So, I mean, for me, it's going... I was going to say clap, but it might just be a high cop.
This is his kind of spirit during the song, you know? He's having fun with it. He's really just leaning into his element of 1920s radio host, and it's dope. I do like this one a lot.
This is something I would buy.
Yeah.
For sure.
Closed Eyes definitely helped his design out here.
Yeah.
Now we got our leading man, Blitzy, right here. All right, let's get a little zoom in on him, because there's a lot going on with this pin. He's got his little coffee mug, his little number one boss, you know, he's doing a little thing. We got up here, if you look close, you can see all the emotional trauma. Oh. And it's grand. It's cute.
To me, this is a clap tier.
It's a good pin.
Without a doubt. It's adorable. It's everything you want in a chibi pin. And it embodies the character, but in an adorable kawaii way. He's got his little mug. It looks good. I'm putting that in a clap tier.
I like this little like soft boy representation of Blitz.
Yeah.
We got Charlie. It's been a while since we talked about Charlie.
Oh yeah.
You know? Yeah, it hasn't been a Hazbin Hotel teaser, any piece of news.
Nothing.
Any clips. Nothing of the sort. So we've had no reason to talk about her.
I miss her kinda.
Yeah, I do too. That being said, this pin, okay, it's really cute. Yeah.
It's cute.
No, it's a good one.
It's a cute pin. There's not much to say about this one. Put it in a cop.
That's a cop, easy. That in my opinion, that's top of the cop.
Okay.
So far.
I dig that.
I'm sorry, I know most of our viewers probably like Angel a little bit more, but this is like just look at this fucking face.
It's cute. It's a good fucking face.
Rounding things off with Cherry Bomb, Adam. Give me your opinions.
I actually, all claps aside, I don't love this pin nearly as much as there are some great Cherry Bomb pins, and this is probably my least favorite of them all.
Wow.
I like the sassy stance. The sassy stance is the one saving grace in this one, and the big hair. I fucking love that.
It's a really funny take coming from you because I know that you feel a type of way about Cherry Bomb, and I know that I personally, when I see this, I'm like, I love the sassy stance. I love the little tongue out. The big poofy hair is like phenomenal, and I don't know, like I think they did her design pretty great justice, honestly.
Okay.
In my opinion, personally, I would put her at the top of Consider.
I can agree with that.
All right.
I can agree with that because
Sorry, Millie.
I guess I'm going in it just knowing that there's better pins. But I will say that it's still a good design, and Cherry's still a fucking great character and a lot of fun. So
that is part of our ranking, so it does make sense.
I think a high Consider.
So last but not least, we could not leave out the most important merch drop of Vivziepop's entire career. The Golden Lyle Lipton.
Money.